Harry's pony. I, Harry, am the owner of a pony. I won it in a contest. In 50 words or less, tell how you like jam pops. Send 5 box tops and 10 side labels with each entry. This is what I wrote. I, Harry, love jam pops. So does my pop. Pop says in the toaster. I dip mine in fried eggs, only the yolks. I call it Dipsy Doodle. Don't forget to brush your teeth, Pop says when we finish. He is a dentist. I don't have cavities yet. Yippee, I shout. I won a contest. Pop pokes out his head. What's all the commotion about, he asks. I show him my letter. Dear Harry Moskowitz, congratulations. Your entry has won first place in the Jam Pops contest. First prize is a pony. Please call 1-800-123-4567 to arrange for delivery. In small type at the bottom it reads, winner may elect to receive a bicycle instead. Congratulations, says Pop. There's nothing like a new bicycle. Thank you, I say. But if it's all the same to you, I'd rather have the pony. I already have a bike. Mazel tov, says Pop, which means good luck. Now you'll have 2. I was afraid that he would say that. Please, 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 I beg him. I've always wanted a pony. My father sighs. Harry, believe me, a pony in this house isn't possible. Well, of course not, I say. It wouldn't stay in the house. Ponies like living outside. Sure, outside in the country, says my father. We live in the suburbs. There are zoning regulations. No ponies, they say. Then he goes back inside. Later, Aunt Rose stops by to visit. I show her my letter. Congratulations, Harry, she says. I always wanted a pony. My father clears his throat. Well, a bike is nice too, she adds. That's when I get an idea. Could my pony live with you, I ask her. It would keep Girl company. Girl is my dog who lives with my Aunt Rose. Because my father is allergic. Aunt Rose smiles but shakes her head. I'm sorry, Harry, she says. A dog is one thing, a pony is something else altogether. Besides, there are zoning regulations. He's thinking. At school the next day, I discuss it with Dorcas and Eddie. I explain about zoning regulations. Maybe they only mean permanent ponies, Eddie says after a while. What if yours was just visiting? Visiting, I ask. Sure, says Eddie. It could visit you, then visit me, then visit Dorcas, then begin again. That's a great idea, says Dorcas. After school, they ask their parents. Absolutely not, Eddie's mom tells him. No, 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 said Dorcas's dad. But Sylvia, Dorcas's older sister, tells Dorcas, if I won a pony, I'd go into business. Business? I say the next day when Dorcas tells me, sure, Sylvia says the regulations probably apply only to pet ponies, not working ones. Sylvia says the first thing you need to do is get a business license. Pony rides once around the block, only $1. They're thinking of things. Eddie and I can be your partners. We'll put up signs. We can take pictures and sell them, Eddie says. Parents love pictures of their children on ponies. Wearing cowboy hats, I say. I can rent them mine. I have a cowboy hat collection from my last birthday party. When we earn enough money, we'll buy a cart, says Dorcas. Then we can do birthday parties. We'll get rich. After dinner and the evening news, I tell Pop our plan. The money I earn, I'll put into a savings account for college, I promise. My father sighs. Harry, have you any idea what it costs to keep a pony? He asks. A pony eats more than just grass. You need to buy it hay and oats and vitamins, also blankets and brushes, a saddle and a bridle. If a pony gets sick, you may need to call a veterinarian. Veterinarians are expensive. Even a healthy pony needs shots. Every few months, it needs shoeing. Pop stops talking to catch his breath. Just as I'm wondering how he knows so much about ponies, he adds, "Believe me, Harry, you'd get rich much quicker by selling one of your bicycles." Well, sure, I think. But what would happen to my pony? My father said no, I tell Dorcas and Eddie in school the next day. Maybe I should run away with girl and my pony. You mean ride away, don't you, says Dorcas. Where would you go? Asked Eddie. That's when it comes to me. To Oklahoma, to live with my grandma and Grandpa Murray on their peanut farm, I say. My mom had a horse when she was my age. We look up Oklahoma on the map. It looks very far. What if you got lost, says Eddie. Oh, dear. I don't think he's thinking right. What if you got arrested, asked Dorcas. I think pony riding is not allowed on highways. You'd have to wait in jail until your father came to get you. Who knows what would happen to your pony? How awful. A tear comes into my eye. I try not to blink. I don't want anyone to think I am crying. After school, I hurry to Aunt Rose's. Friday is my day to take girl for her walk. Aunt Rose's band is there. They've been rehearsing. Now they're packing up their instruments. Hi, Harry, some say. Congratulations, say others. Mazel tov, says Herbert, the French horn player. It's not every day a boy wins a pony. Or a bicycle, adds Lucille, the drummer. See you tomorrow, they say as we leave. Except Wild Mammy, the clarinet player, doesn't leave. Neither, of course, do Aunt Rose or Uncle Leo. Cheer up, Harry. You're looking awfully glum for someone who's just won a contest, Uncle Leo says. Have a cookie, says Aunt Rose. Wild Mamie was just telling us about a pony farm. A pony farm, I say. The Red Barn Pony Farm, says Wild Mamie. I'm a volunteer there. Before my accident, I rode wild horses in rodeos. That's how I got my name. Now I teach children with disabilities how to ride ponies and take care of them. They could really use your pony on the farm. I'm surprised to hear all this, especially about Wild Mamie's name. I always thought it came from how she drove her wheelchair. She takes out pictures of the farm to show me. I look at them carefully. The children all look happy. So do the ponies. They do look happy. Of course, it's up to you, Wild Mamie says, but I think you couldn't find a better home for your pony. I look at the pictures some more. You don't have to decide this minute, says Aunt Rose. Take your time, Uncle Leo says. Talk it over with your father. Right, says Wild Mamie. Think about it. Then if you decide to give the farm your pony, let me know. I'll make the arrangements. Yes, I will, I say. Then I get Girl's leash and take Girl for a walk. At least I'd know where my pony is and that it has a good home, I tell her. Plus, it would have other ponies for company. At dinner, I discuss it with Pop. I'm sure it would be good for the farm and the pony, but a new bicycle is nice too. It's up to you, he tells me. Later in bed, I think about it, trying to decide. That night, I dream I'm a cowboy riding a bicycle in a rodeo. I'm trying to rope a pony in a wheelchair. From each time I almost do, my bicycle falls over. I wake up in the morning on the floor. While brushing my teeth, I think about my pony some more. I've decided to give my pony to the farm, I tell my father at breakfast. Are you sure? He asks me. Yes, I say. Then at least I'll know where my pony is and that it has a good home. I don't need another bicycle. I telephone Wild Mamie to tell her. Then she talks to Pop. She calls me back that night. Everything is set, she tells me. I've talked with the people at Jam Pops and also at the farm. The pony will be delivered next week. Red Barn would like you there on Friday to make the presentation. I think you made a good decision, Pop tells me. I hope he is right. I think it's too late now to change my mind. Friday, the day of the presentation, Pop picks me up early from school. Yeah. Aunt Rose and Uncle Leo are with him. I change my clothes in the car. I put on my cowboy boots and my blue cowboy hat. I tie it under my chin. I hope there won't be too much wind. When we arrive at the farm, my pony is there. So is Wild Mamie. She gives me a carrot. Hold your hand flat and keep it still, she tells me. That's what I do. The Red Barn Pony Farm. My pony eats the carrot. Then it nibbles my hat. I think it likes me. Soon a limousine arrives. A person from Jam Pop's gets out. Pop and I sign some papers that show the ponies all mine. A newspaper reporter and a photographer are also there. They take pictures and ask questions. I explain to them about zoning regulations. Anyway, a farm's much better than a yard for a pony, I say. Then it's time for the presentation. I hold on to my pony's reins. The head of Red Barn leans on her cane and makes a short speech. On behalf of the children, their parents, and the Red Barn staff, I thank you, she says finally. You come back any time now and visit, she adds. Thank you, I will, I tell her. Then I hand my pony's reins to a tiny girl named Cindy, who is standing next to me. She hands me a trophy. It is a statue of a pony. Just then, a breeze blows by. My hat comes untied. I reach up and catch it. Everyone claps. Thank you, I say. All the way home in the car, I hold my trophy in my lap. Harry Moskovitz, friend of the Red Barn Pony Farm, is engraved on the base. I put it in my room beside my hat collection. The next day, there is a picture in the newspaper of Cindy, me, and the pony. I cut it out and paste it in our family album. Who knows, I tell myself. Next contest I'm in, maybe I'll win a pair of rollerblades. That would be much easier. Later, I ride my bicycle to Aunt Rose's. Girl is in the yard. I tell her all about the presentation. It turned out fine, I say. Red Barn Farm has a new pony. The pony has a good home. I have a trophy, and my hat didn't blow away. Girl barks as if she's glad to hear it. What's all that commotion about? Aunt Rose asked, coming to the door. Oh, it's you, Harry. Come on in. I've just baked oatmeal cookies. I follow her in to have some. Girl wags her tail and comes with me. The end.